It's really like sometimes you find this similar to other people's stories, but it's very unique to myself because I was actually in finance for a while. So I studied finance. I did the whole 3 years of university and 2 years of CJEP, and I finished on time, and I was ready to start my new job in the banking industry in finance. And at last minute, I was like, screw that. I'm gonna quit and I'm gonna start my own thing. So it's nothing that you learn in school. And I was actually always against, believe it or not, learning marketing in school because I was like, it's pretty straightforward. And I'd rather just learn it on my own and actual the practicality of it rather than like the theory and all that. So I researched, purchased some courses, I got into some mentorship programs, and I learned everything on my own. And it was the same thing even in finance. I always say finance is my first love. So I would educate myself, I would read books about it. And it's nothing that you will really learn in school, because if you're interested in something, if you actually have a passion for it, you're going to retain it, right? You have a higher chance of retaining something, of actually acting on it. And that's what I found throughout my journey, from university to where I am now. So it's been a year that I've been in my agency, and everything that I've done thus far is self-taught. Nobody really took my hand and showed me the way, right? And I feel like that's what you will see in most business owners and the common points that you will see in there. But even if you decide to take an education, I highly suggest you educate yourself because there's nothing like that. So yeah, I think to answer your question, nothing that I do today is from school. So there's always that little debate of whether or not it's even worth it to go to school. And to that, I would say it really depends on what you end up doing in your life, right? So
Yeah, exactly. Like
yeah.
I wouldn't recommend, if you want to be a doctor, I wouldn't recommend just taking a online course in order to be a
Mm.
doctor. Highly recommend that you actually go to school for that.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly. I say lawyer, like a lawyer, a doctor, and certain engineers, you're never gonna learn on your own the things that you need to learn, right? And education system is amazing for those programs, but not for everything, especially not, for the spurt of in technology and the internet what we've had throughout the last 10 years. It's not something that you're gonna find at school, right? It's not something that you're gonna learn unless you do your research. So